About 7 o'clock your guys' tonight, right? Thank you, Tim, for recording, even though I have it right there. I always forget. So, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. I am your presenter today, and I have um, one of my biggest mentors in this entire industry with me today that you guys get to meet. So I'm so excited and just honored to be on this call with him. So I just want to know where you guys tuning in from. Let us know into the chat. Just kind of want to see where everybody is. And just want to thank you guys again for taking the time to be here because I know that you could be doing a million other things. But you chose this. You chose to show up here. You chose to show up for you. You want more, right? And that was me. So I was you not too long ago, hopping on a call just like this to learn a little bit more about this new Korean beauty that was coming to North America. I'm from Utah in the US. And I just want you guys to know that this isn't another Zoom call. This has completely changed my life. I'll introduce myself a little bit later and just share a little bit of my story. But you guys, this is the space where you get to dream a little bit bigger. And I'm just so excited for the seat that you're sitting in right now because it brings rare opportunities. Timing truly is a thing, and I'm going to be walking you guys through that this evening as well. So this is where you guys get to see what's possible for you. So grab a drink. Sit back, relax. And from the Netherlands, my family's from the Netherlands. My grandparents came to the US from the Netherlands. I love to say hi, Peter. And it's Peter, right? Peter. Yeah, Peter's a pretty common name. I just want to really quickly say hello to all of you guys that are popping in. Allison, hello. Pernilla, Vanessa, welcome. So excited and so happy to have you here. Corinne. And then we've got also Samsung as well. That's not your name, but that's your phone's name. Jess is here. Hello, Jess. Okay, we're gonna have an amazing time together. If you guys would do me a favor, put ready in the chat if you're ready to rock and roll, and let's get going. All right, I'm gonna go back to sharing my screen and walking you guys through all the things. Renee is here. She's ready. Kelly's from Wells. She's ready. Okay, amazing. Here we go. All right, everybody. So, timing. I was just briefly talking a little bit about timing, and you are ridiculously early. So, the US opened just a few years ago, and which basically means that you're not joining a crowded market. You guys are stepping into a space that's wide open. And so the thing of it is that most people will only hear about Riman years from now, but you're hearing about it at the very, very beginning stage. When I saw this is what got me really, really excited. So in this industry, early doesn't mean lucky. It truly does mean that you get to leverage off of the time that we're in right now. So when a premium global brand enters a new region, there's always a window, right? Where people who raise their hand and they say yes first, they set the tone. They get to build the culture. That's what you guys get to do. You get to lock in and you have the biggest advantage because you're here right now. You're not fighting, right? You're not coming in at a time where it's saturated. You get to establish the market. And if you're treating this timing window seriously, the next 6 to 12 months can look completely different for you. And that's what happened to me. So, and I want that for you because again, I always want to share my story because this has impacted my life in such a big way. So I'm going to just take my breath and I'm just going to hold out because I do have a little part where I'm going to share that. But here's you guys where I'm going to show you guys how you can maximize your time. So let's walk you guys through a little bit of the social proof first. So let's talk about where in the world where the world's beauty trends actually begin. And this right here really stopped me because this is Vogue business. This is not a skincare blog. This is not an influencer, but it's Vogue. So South Korea, the most advanced beauty industry in the world, when they call you out, you pay attention. So K-beauty isn't just trending, it's leading. And so we know that, right? K-beauty, people are searching for it. South Korea is 10 to 15 years ahead of Western markets in innovation, in science, and results. They don't wait for trends, they create them. And that's what we're doing here is we are the innovators. When the thing that's exciting is that the UK is just now waking up to it. So again, you guys aren't just coming into a company that's just launched into your area. Yet it's also Korean beauty. And this is what people are looking for. People want what you have. So this region, your region, is only beginning to see what Asia has known for decades. So again, very, very exciting time. We've got a lot of really great things happening also that are in the works. And again, it's always we always know that the best time to join a company is when we're on the cusp of global expansion, but we're also doing like new product categories. And so again, you guys get to be part of that as well. Okay, so K beauty isn't just a trend, it's truly a takeover. A $91 billion industry, and that was in 2020 through 2022, and it's on its way to be a 187 billion by 2030. This is not growth, this is momentum. The world is shifting to what actually works. So you're not riding on a small wave, you're positioning yourself in front of a global movement that's accelerating every single year. This one right here, I love this slide because interest isn't slowing down, it's exploding. And these numbers show it. So a 350% increase in Google searches tells you one thing. People are actively seeking out K-beauty. Not all K-beauty is created equal. We know that. We know we have the best. But again, they are searching for it and you have what they're looking for. More than half of women, they're already curious, right? They're seeing this beautiful, gorgeous glass skin that everybody that has been using Riman has, and they're wanting to know, like, okay, how do I get that look, right? So 56 again percent of American women are looking at K-beauty. This isn't a niche anymore. This is a mainstream demand. The next generation is already obsessed. If you've been on TikTok at all, you know that 46% of Gen Z is using K-beauty right now. 46% of Gen Z. So if you want that long-term growth, follow the generation that drives trends. And right now, we're told where's Gen Z going? Follow how they market, follow what they're doing, because again, that's where you're going to have most of our success. 80% of women who try K beauty, they report high satisfaction. Why? Because it works, and it works quick. We don't have to wait 30 to 60 days, especially with our products, because of how they are formulated. You can see results in 3 days. And when people can see results that fast, they want more. They want right? They're sold. They want to try everything. And so again, it's just a really, really great way to lead is with the skincare always. And then again, I'll walk you guys through other categories that we have as well. So K-beauty isn't a trend, it's an industry leader. We now know this. Korean skincare is now outperforming the biggest names in the world, Chanel, Lancome, Dior, with an entire country's beauty industry. Again, just when we are not compete, to me, I don't even see us as a network marketing company. I see us competing against these top names, right? So when an entire country's beauty industry is beating luxury houses like this, you pay attention. So the results have made us a global obsession, and consumers don't want fluffy promises anymore. They want science. They want clean. Clean is the word for 2025, and that word is going to carry us into our future. People are more aware of the ingredients and what's in their products and how important it is of what we put on our body. And so again, you guys can be leading with the fastest growing beauty category in the world, knowing that it's the number one in the US and dominating in Japan and Europe as well. It's basically taking over. And it's for good reason, for all the reasons what people are looking for. So innovation. When I first said yes to Riman, I had the opportunity to sit down with, some of you guys may have met her, Betty Perez. And she has so many titles, but I want to say, Tim, correct me if I'm wrong, she's the VP of marketing in North America. And she also has many other hats. But one of the things she said to me is she said, we will always make sure that we are leading in the beauty industry and we will be known as the innovators. And I got really, really excited to hear that because we will never be a company that is yesterday's skincare. We will always be tomorrow's. So Riman isn't following a beauty industry. You guys, we are leading it. Most brands wait for trends to trickle down. Riman is the lab. You're going to see a video of this here in just a minute. But Riman is the lab where those trends are born. Everything is built on patented science that no one else has. We have over 14 patents. We have over 25 awards in the beauty industry alone. And this is why people see visible results fast. Our formulas aren't copied, they're not borrowed or repackaged. And so here's a little bit about the history of where we came from. I love our story. I feel like brands that have stories are the brands that people trust, right? And so let's talk a little bit about credibility because timing is great, but you still want to know who you're partnering with, right? So Riman launched in 2018, and we did what most companies take decades to do. We crossed 2.5 billion, that's billion with a B, in revenue, and we became the number one rated K-beauty brand and sold 40 million bottles in just Korea alone of one product, which is our dermatology cream. If you haven't tried the dermatology cream, you've got to get that on in your hands. That one is it's magic. And so of course we sold for 40 million. But here's the thing. We sold 40 million in a place the size of Indiana, which is South Korea, with only 50 million people. Now, 50 million people is a lot, but we sold 40 million bottles in this tiny little place. And so, again, it just speaks volumes about just that one product and all of our products, of course. We've barely started global expansion and it's already exploding. We came into North America in 2023, Taiwan in 2023, Hong Kong in 2024, Mexico, Malaysia, Singapore in 2025, the Philippines in 2025, and you in October of 2025. So the UK is launching into a company that has already proven that this model works, and there's no guessing, there's no hoping. The demand is already validated. And so I loved being able to be a part of a startup and to be able to have the rare opportunities that are in place when you're a part of a startup. But what I loved more is that I had just that peace of mind of knowing that this was a brand with real receipts, right? This was a market that had that was still considered new, but again had already proven success at the same time. Okay, let's meet our brands. So Riman is not a one product company. I was introduced to the skincare first. Didn't know that we had this incredible hair care and body care, and you guys also will soon be getting all of our makeup, our clean colored makeup, which is also very, very exciting. But we start with the skincare. We offer premium skincare, personal care, and wellness, all formulated with patented science, and it's all vertically integrated, which means that we control everything. So our ICD right there, the first picture, this is our premium skincare, and then you can see our hair care, and then we also, again, have the body care. I'm going to break all of these down for you. But again, what makes this really, really exciting is just all of the things that we're doing. There's no sound on this video, but I'm just going to walk you guys through it. So what you're seeing here is what no other beauty company shows you, and this is our science. Most brands that market a story, Rimmon actually shows you the process behind the results. So everything begins with our raw ingredients, grown, harvested, purified, and tested inside our own ecosystem. We don't buy ingredients from mass suppliers, we grow them. So we grow our giant BM pool, which is a patented plant that no one can duplicate. We filter this and we use our Jeju lava water ourselves. And so this is the water that we use. This is the water that's in all of our products. We do not use dead water. And of course, this is vertical integration at its finest as well. This lab is where Korea's top formulators build patented complexes that you can't find anywhere else. And here's the bottom line on this one, you guys, is that Rimmon gives you luxury level skincare backed by real science. This is not hype. And that's exactly why this opportunity is so rare. And it's early to you into the UK. If you want this full video, just reach out to the person that invited you here today. We will make sure they have it, and we will make sure that you have it as well. This is actually also housed in our back office as well. So you guys have all of these incredible marketing materials that you will have at your disposal as well. High quality things that you're going to be really, really proud of. And so the three core innovators behind Rimmon is number one, you heard me talk about it just briefly, but it's the giant bee young pool. This is our hero ingredient. And what this is this is our exclusive patented botanical plant. Basically, it's grown in our own Rimmon farm, and we created it. How did we create it? So most of you guys are probably familiar with tiger's grass. It's this powerful little plant. And all we did is we just grew it in different water. we used our Jeju Lava Energy water. And what happened was this tiny little plant, also known as Centella Asiatica, grew 6 times its normal size. And this is what gave its name the giant being pool. We only use it in its fresh essence. That's one thing that makes us very different is that yes, some Korean-based companies use Centella Asiatica, not the giant being pool. That's our plant, but they use it in its dry dead form. And so we use it in its live form. So that's one of the things. And then we have our Jeju Lava Energy Water. This is a 400,000 years in the making. This is basically is water that's filtered through Jeju's volcanic rock for hundreds and thousands of years, becoming naturally enriched with minerals. And this is what our skin just drinks. It just drinks it in. It's one of the purest, most nutrient dense waters in skincare. So again, this gives us that beautiful glass glowing skin that we're looking for, that deep natural hydration, helps to nourish and strengthen our skin, right? It helps to strengthen our skin barrier. That's one of the things that I've learned that's new to me. I didn't even know how compromised my skin barrier was. You'll see my before and afters here in just a little bit. And then of course we use the science, the technology. We have the nanoliposomal technology, which makes our products actually absorb into the skin. So we take all of these great clean ingredients. In fact, you can't use this type of technology if your ingredients are not clean. And so our ingredients are at that place where yes, we can microfluidize them, and this is where Riman becomes truly different. Again, we use a patented microfluidizer that breaks ingredients down, tiny little nano liposomes, and that's why people see results. That's why people feel the difference in 24 hours, and you're going to see a difference in 3 days. One of the things I suggest is take a before picture and take an after like a week later, maybe even 3 days later, put them side by side, and that's where you're going to really experience the difference. So this is our ICD line. And this is also known as Incelderm. And Incelderm is our luxury skincare line. This is the one that put us on the map. So always, this is where I start everyone. I start everyone with our ICD line first, which is our water-based, and then introduce them to our advanced line, which is our oil-based. Both formulations are great. I use the water-based in the morning. I use the advanced, which is our oil-based, at night. And that is my full ritual. So I have 2 rituals that I use. It's premium, it's clean, it's suitable for every skin type. So the water-based one, also known as our signature ritual, Oregon ICD, that one is going to be great for your teenagers. Great across the board. If you have really sensitive skin like I had. I had cystic acne for most of my life. I've always just struggled with really, really bad skin until now. So again, and we also give you the Kamasutra about that. Hang up on my mother. Sorry, mom. Sorry, mom. And all of this is award-winning and globally recognized as well. Okay, here's my before and after. I feel like pictures is what really shows what these products can do. So this is me. And like many women, I feel like I've reinvented myself more times than I can count. But truly, at the age of 50, I just felt like, okay, this is my skin. This is what I've heard. This is what everyone has told me is happening. And without built Botox, fillers, or anything ever invasive touching my face, I just accepted that my skin was just not going to get better. It was going to get worse. This was part of the aging process. And was it depressing? Yes, it was very, very depressing. I spent over 30 years in the fitness industry, 18 years in corporate America, 20 years working in television. And I remember numerous times working on television and them saying, we got to put double filters on Kristie today because her skin's not looking too good. Really, really embarrassing. But again, from the outside looking in, it looked like, okay, yeah, she's having great success, right? But here's the thing, you guys, I had zero freedom. I was living in hotels more than I was home. I'm a mom of 7. I'm a grandma of 6. And I'm telling you, I was looking for a way that I could be home. I wanted to be able to replace my corporate income. I wanted to walk away. I wanted to be able to finally build a life worth living where I didn't miss out on those moments that are so important, right? So, as I was trading hours for dollars, basically I was giving I just felt like I was capped. And in 2017, this industry was introduced to me. It fell into my lap. I don't believe in accidents. I believe that you are here for a reason. There's a reason right now that you're sitting on this call. There was a reason I was introduced to this. I was very skeptical. I was very closed. And I'm here to tell you that I am so happy that there was just a brief moment that I finally just took the time to take a listen. I had nothing to lose. And it was the person that I'm presenting with today that changed everything for me. It's just one person can completely change your life. And that one person opened my mind to more and to the possibility of this industry. And so here I am today. And all I did was I started sharing what I genuinely loved. I used the products first. I was a customer first. I fell in love with my results 5 months later. And in 6 months after I was introduced to these products, 6 months, you guys, that's my biggest regret is that I waited. I decided, why am I not an affiliate for this? Why am I not representing these products that I love? I share everything else that I love. And so today at 52, I'm filter free. I feel like I'm aging backwards. I'm obsessed with helping other women just get confidence in their skin again. And so if you're sitting here tonight and you're wondering if it's too late to start over, I'm just telling you, it's never too late. And I'm again, if you're over 50 and you're thinking it's too late for me, or if you're using your age as a reason, I'm telling you, it's never too late. Never, never too late. I have got women that have partnered with me that are in their 70s, and I have one that's in their 80s, and they're thriving. So it's really, really exciting. Okay, here's some more before and afters. I love seeing results like this, and you guys can see how fast these results also happen. We've got Lori in the upper right-hand corner, and she was using medical grade skincare. And you guys can see just the difference with using Korean skincare versus medical grade. So she thought she was using the best. But I love before and afters like this. This is what we see every single day. And this is what our customers just absolutely love. Okay, our hair care. So I started using this about probably, I don't know why I waited so long, 3 months in. And I'm here to tell you guys I'm finally for the first time able to grow my hair back out. I've had my hair super, super short for years, and it's because my hair was falling out. And so this line is built around desert cola. It's literally called the miracle of the desert. It's sustainably harvest natural vegan ingredients. It detoxes the scalp by removing oil and buildup. And we now know that when we can take care of the scalp first, everything else is going to be better. Everything. It's watertight. It absorbs instantly and it deeply hydrates as well. And so it's just going to leave your scalp feeling balanced, healthy, and supported. And then we also have our body care as well. Check out these results here. I just love looking at the results. Look at the arm, April 19th, June 15th. So our body care has what's called hydrocollagen 3 in it, which has hyaluronic acid and collagen. So yes, it is going to help to strengthen and the structure and build the tone in your skin. Again, as I'm aging, I'm starting to see the crepiness of my skin. I love the sun. I grew up, most of you guys probably did. If you grew up in the 70s, the 80s, what did we do? We laid out in the sun on tinfoil, baby oil all over our body. We wanted to burn, right? It was just like the more the better, more is better. And now that I'm in my 50s, more was not better. I can see it in my skin. So again, you guys are going to love that. Okay, marketing, super, super important. We're going to shift gears for just a minute because I want you guys to know something really, really powerful. Marketing. And it's how we market. Our marketing aligns with luxury. So I'm going to walk you guys through just briefly. You know these brands, right? These brands, we know these brands because they're great marketing. And marketing shapes what we trust. Marketing shapes what we buy. And marketing shapes really what we believe about the quality. People don't purchase the products first. They don't. They're going to purchase the feeling that that brand gives them. Our brand is gorgeous. It's beautiful. The bottles, everything about it is luxury. So Riman's marketing sits in the same arena right here. And so who are we partnering with? It matters. This is where it gets really, really exciting. Riman's global brand identity was created by Pentagram, and this is the world's #1 independent design agency. These are the same people trusted by Tiffany & Co., by Valentino, Lululemon, Nike, Starbucks, Saks. I can go on and on. So when a young company partners with this level, you guys, this level of an agency, it's definitely a signal that Riman isn't building a moment. We are building a legacy, really a luxury legacy is what we're doing here. So I get to now pass the baton over to my dear friend. So before we go any further, I want to introduce you to someone who I have been talking about, someone that is so, so special to me. I have the honor of presenting with National Director. He's the very, very top of this company, Mr. Timothy Herr. He did it in a record amount of time, and here's why. and it's because of his love and his care for people. Tim is the person who introduced me to this industry, though skeptical. And thank goodness he was put in front of me the day when I needed him to be put in front of me because he said the things that I needed to hear to open my mind to this incredible industry. So please help me welcome my mentor and my dear friend, Mr. Timothy Herr.
Wow. Oh my God. And hey, it's going to go downhill from here. You guys understand that because she just blew the doors off the hinges. Here's what I want to let you know, okay, about Kristie. She's an actual person, okay? When I listen to Kristie, I'm like, is she like she seems like she's AI. She's so good. It just seems like she's a super unhuman, man. I'm telling you guys what, this is unbelievable, man. I'll tell you right now, Christy is one of my favorite people on the planet. My wife and I, like when we got started, the day we got started, first thing we did is we booked a trip to go see her and her husband. And we went over to her house and we were like, we got to show this to Christy because she would be so amazing. And like she said, she sat on it for 6 months. So, I mean, I'm telling you guys what, though, she came in and just has helped so many. I love the fact that she helps so many people. She's got such a passion. And when you talk about people that just are just servant leaders. That's the people that I connect with, right? My attitude is always being a servant leader and trying to support people and help people and just being there for people. And that's exactly what she does. She's got the hugest heart of all time. And she's just so, so awesome. Like when you hear her talk and she's just always happy and positive, she's always happy and positive. Literally yesterday, my wife was like, do you think she's ever gotten mad? I'm like, well, probably, but you might not know it. I mean, she's just the sweetest person. And she did such an amazing job. And I get so excited every time I get a chance to be able to share any type of a call or any type of a, meeting or anything with her because she is absolutely amazing. And today I'm just going to run through how we make money. Obviously by now you can see clearly, right? I mean, we got the right products and that's so important. You know what I mean? Mainly for me, people always ask me, they're like, you're like you coach football. You've been coaching football for like 18 years. Why would you get involved in skincare? You're not like, you seem like a guy that wouldn't get involved in that. It's like, because I'm a businessman. Like, hello, like if I'm going to get involved in something, I want to market a product that number one's addicting, right? Number two is any of you men that are on the call, you know that women have more buying power than us, right? Every time, I don't know if you guys got Amazon in UK, we got it here. Every time when I come home and my wife's got a stack of boxes outside, right? It's like women love to shop, right? And women love compliments. So when you have a product that can deliver compliments to women, it's almost like printing money, right? And that's what really reason why I got involved. I've been in skincare and beauty now for 16 years. I've been involved in this industry of direct selling for 30 years. And I got really fortunate 30 years ago. I was working at a go-kart track, making minimum wage. You couldn't legally make less money than me in America, right? Nobody was allowed to do that, right? You'd have to do under the table work to make less than me because I was the lowest person on the totem pole in America, working at a go-kart track, making $5 an hour. And my brother-in-law, I was in high school, senior year in high school. My brother-in-law called me, goes, I met some rich people. These guys are wealthy. I think they can help us make a lot of money. And I'm like, what? Let's go. So I came out to an event, met some wealthy people, and I thought, man, if I could just get around these guys, that would be awesome, man. Find out what it is that they know, the books they read, the disciplines and everything. And my good fortune was, these wealthy people that were building this company, they took a unique liking to me. And they were like, man, this kid just shows up in the front row taking notes. Let's teach him how to do this stuff. And in my first year, was able to make a 6-figure income part-time while I was still in high school. And I was blown away by this profession of helping people and, building distributions and marketing. And I was like, this is amazing. So I went, obviously after high school, went full time into this, and 5 years later started making more a month than I was making a year back at the beginning. And it's just an amazing industry because it's all about helping people, right? It's all about making sure that people become successful. So I get excited every time I get a chance to share Riman with people. So today I'll be very brief. Like I said, my story's not too fun. I was a 17-year-old kid, got fortunate to get around some amazing people. Anybody that would have had the same circumstances happen to them that happened to me, they would have the same, if not better results, right? I just got around some of the most amazing people. So I'll just real briefly kind of share with you. Obviously, you guys are looking at me going, wait a second, an ugly guy in the beauty industry? Wait a second. And I think that's what happened to Kristie. After 6 months, she's like, wait a second, if Tim can do this, I think I'm going to do real well here. An ugly guy in the beauty industry? How's that work? But yeah, I'm a big fan of skincare. A little over 2 years ago, we got started in Riman. And this thing just blew up, man. It's absolutely amazing. And the reason being is because the products. It literally is, the products are the superstar, right? It's like when you have products that literally change people's faces, people just have the tendency to want to share them with people. I mean, what happens, right? If people are coming up to you saying, what is going on, man? Your skin's looking amazing. What are you doing? You kind of have the natural tendency to share with other people what it is that you're doing. And that's why it works so well, right? It works amazingly well. And first off, you guys from the UK, I know my accent. I always wonder because UK people seem smart. I know Chrissy knows what I'm talking about. Like the accent just sounds smart. You guys all sound brilliant. So anytime I get on a call like this and you guys are like listening to me, mainly being in California, I think that everybody goes, man, Americans seem dumb. I think we sound dumb because you guys sound so smart. But this is my before and after. Like imagine that. Like that's unbelievable, right? I mean, it literally changes your face. And people come up to me and they're like, dude, like you're looking healthy. You know what I mean? Like I look sick on the left, right? I look sick. So the products absolutely work. I'll show you my daughter's before and after too. This is unbelievable, right? My daughter had really bad acne, and you can see it way better on video, right? She had really bad acne, and just a few weeks on the products, completely gone. It's never came back, right? So I love the fact that we've got just next level products, absolutely amazing. Let me just real quickly talk about how we make money. I think most of you agree, like most people out there are making linear income, right? And I'm sure it's probably like that in the UK. Most people make linear income. What Riman does is they give us an equity ownership position in the company and give us an opportunity to make leverage income. And that's what I just think is the smartest way to make income, right? So it's like the work that I did 2 years ago, the first month that I got started, I'm still getting compensated and rewarded for all the performance I did 2 years ago. Why? Because the people that I introduced to this business are becoming successful. And I did work 2 years ago, and my income keeps going up drastically from that performance, right? So I love the fact that you do a job one time and you continue to get paid, but that pay actually increases, right? So you guys know traditional supply chain. A company manufactures a product, they'll mark it up and sell it to distributors, and the distributors mark it up, sell it to wholesalers. Then they mark it up, sell it to retailers, and retailers mark it up and sell it to customers. So all those additional markups are passed on to the customer, right? And they pay a higher premium for the item, right? Now, how Remon works is this, is some companies use television, right? Some companies use telemarketing. We use something called Telefriend, right? Where they give us an opportunity to be able to partner up with a company. And like I said, they give us an equity ownership position in the company. And what happens is we get to partner up with a company. We get an equity ownership. So you get a business that you can sell or will, right? That's what I love doing. I love building equity ownership. And you build up an income and you build up a business and you can will it, you can sell it. The last skincare company that I built up an organization doing over $1 billion in sales. And I was able to sell that actual entity, right? I sold that business. And it's cool because it's an actual business that is willable, transferable, right? So you're building equity ownership in something. So what happens is if you know people that have a face, you know what I mean, or somebody that has skin or hair, you can introduce them to the products, right? And then what happens is if they buy the products from you, you get a little link. And when they go to that link and they buy the products from you, what happens is they're going to get a 5% reward points off their next purchase. Okay. So they're going to get reward points. And then what happens is the customers then they get an account with you, and every time they reorder, they buy from you again because they want to use those free product or reward points. On a lot of them are family and friends, right? They buy directly from you, and guess what? You make money. You get somebody as a customer one time, and they keep ordering products, and you keep making money. That's why I love beauty, is because skincare, when you find a unique product like what Remon has, what happens is people continue to keep buying it. You only ask them one time. So it's a sticky residual customer base that you're building. Another way that I do a lot, I spend a lot of time talking to retailers. A lot of people know people that own a med spa, people that own a salon, and I talk to these owners a lot of the times, and I just tell them, look, get one of your estheticians to try our products day 4. For 4 days, day 5, you'll be begging me to get this stuff into your salon, right? And then obviously the online, Kristie Belliston is one of the best online. She makes these videos and people just get it. They just love it, right? So you can build online by, building these, this online marketing, basically what it is social media, right? So you can drive customers through that as well. And what happens is you start to make residual income. So let me give an example. If you enrolled 10 new customers a month on a part-time basis for 12 months, that would be 120 customers, right? And let's say the average customer is around 200 bonus points, okay, a month. Well, you're going to get paid on a sliding scale to 10 to 50%. And I'll show you how to unlock that 50% in a second. But this will put you at 50%, okay? And at 50%, right, what would happen is you're going to be making about 12,000. That's USD, right? So when you translate it into UK money, it's going to be whatever that transition looks like. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. I probably should figure that out, right? But understand that that's beautiful, right? Now, if you only got 5 customers a month for 12 consecutive months at 200 BP a bonus, that would put you at 50%. which is 6,000 US dollars a month, right? And then obviously, if you got zero customers on a consistent basis, you wouldn't make any money, right? So you got to obviously do work. Our products are absolutely remarkable, right? But they don't sprout arms and legs and walk over and talk to people, right? You can't sit there in your ambitious boy recliner eating chips and dip and get these little bad boys to go out. So you got to actually do something, but we have a system that will teach you how to do it, right? That's what I love most. So how do you go from 10 to 50%? When you get started, you can start as a planner, manager, senior manager, or you can get started as a planner and work your way up. It's completely up to you. And I'll kind of walk you through this. As a planner, what happens is you're going to get 10% on any customer that you get, right? So you're going to make 10% when you get a customer. And you're also, if you introduce the opportunity to somebody and somebody goes, I want to market this too, you're actually going to get a 5% override right out the gates as a planner. Now, if you get started, I'll show you today how you can actually, instead of getting 5%, you can double it and get 20, instead of getting 5% on your override, you can actually get 10%, right? I'll show you how to start there. And then manager, if you get a manager, once you acquire basically about 3,000 in sales points, we'll show you what that means in our training system, but it's basically about 3,000, I think about pounds in customers over a 3-month period. What happens is if you can do that personally, anything that you buy or sell counts. And if you introduce Riman to anybody, whatever they buy or sell counts personally, once that equates to 3,000, you become a manager. Now you're getting 20%. And if you hit a certain threshold monthly, you could get an extra 10%, right? You can get an extra 10% on what we call retail bonus. We'll share with you what that means in the training. And once you get 6,000 SP within a 3-month period, anything you personally buy or sell or anybody you introduce, whatever they buy or sell, you're going to now get 30%, right? And then you can obviously get that extra 40%. And then once you build a pretty nice sized customer base, people are going to ask you if they want to do it. If they can do it too, they get started, you start building a team and you can become a team leader. And now you can start making up to 50%. So 40 to 50% a team leader of whatever you sell or buy. So what's unique about this is when I got started, I knew I needed a product, right? I'm business minded. You know what I mean? I'm the type of guy that, before I got started in Riman, I was about to open up my own company. And I know if you can profit in a company 7% profit, man, that's a beautiful business, right? If you can profit 10%, that's amazing, right? But so when I got started in Riman, we were about to start our own company. It was about a $7 million that we had raised that we were going to start that company with. And when I kept looking at Riman, I'm like, wait a second, I'm going to make way more money at Riman than I would owning my own company. If I'm only profiting 7% as a company, right? I would rather profit 40, 50%, right? I mean, would you rather profit 10 or 7 to 10 or 30 to 40? As a business person, you're like, 30 to 40 is probably a little bit better, bud. Right. So when I got started, I was like, I need to maximize my income. So I got started as a senior manager. Right. I basically knew that if it was allowed to get started as senior manager, because I knew that I was going to need these products. That's where I got started. Now, most people, for me, I'm just I've been doing this for a while and I'm a little business minded. And when I look at profitability, I'm always going to take the highest amount. But I knew I needed products because I was going to make Riman happen. Right. So when I flew out to meet with Kristie, we had products available. Right. We talked to her about the products, showed her and her husband the products, and left the products there for her to use, right? So if I didn't have products, I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd be showing her a brochure or a website or something. So thank God I got the products, right? So when you get started, we'll show you guys how this works, right? Now, when you get started, basically these are now above team leader, there's also director, senior director, national director positions where you can earn more money. But let me just show you how this works, okay? Whenever you get started as a planner, you're going to get 5% when you sponsor people right here on the first level, right? But once you qualify for your unilevel, and we'll show you how to do that this month right now, you're going to get an additional 5% on your first level and 5% on your second. So if you get started and you qualify for unilevel, when you get started, you're going to get 15%, right? 10% on this level, 5% here. But if you don't get started and unlock your unilevel, you're only going to get 5%. So would you rather get 5 or 15? Basically 15, right? Now, as a manager, we have a unilevel here on 2 levels. You're going to get 5%, 5% when you unlock that, right? Plus, as a manager, you're going to get an additional 10%, okay, on your first level recruits, right? And as a senior manager, you're going to get an override, okay, so you're going to get basically 4 levels. So what does that mean? If you introduce me, and let's say I introduce Kristie, and Kristie, introduces her friend, Cindy, and Cindy introduces, Janet, that would be 4 levels removed, right? So you get paid on 4 levels of team members, which it's really smart to do that because you want that override. And as a senior manager, you can make 25% on your level 1s, 10% level 2, 8%, 8%. And then obviously as a team leader, that's where the bigger bucks come in because you're going to get basically you're going to get an override of 40% minus whatever's already paid out. So if I brought in a planner who brought in a planner, right? That would be 30%, 25, 25, 25 plus the unilevel. So basically I can make up to 35% on level one, 30% level two, 28, 28, 28, 28. That's why team leaders where you want to be, right? And we'll show you more about how this works in training, but just let me show you the unilevel for a second. Everybody I know on this call today, they know three people that are open-minded to making more money, right? We all know three people that want a better quality of lifestyle. Now, what I would encourage you to do is to find 10 people, right? 10 people you know and get them started this month. Because I'm going to talk about in a second, there's an extra $25,000 bonus available for people that get started this month. Okay. So if they get started this month, they can earn an additional 25,000 all throughout, guess what? 2026. So for you that are looking at the plan today, you're very fortunate that someone showed you this. Because if you get started in the month of December, there's a lot of money available. So most people right now, they're trying to sneak as many people in this month as possible so they can get started and then help them achieve those bonuses, right? So, but let me share with you. Let's say you know introduce the business to 10 people, but found three serious ones, right? Those three found three serious ones. That'd be 9. If they found three serious ones, that'd be 27, 81. I remember when I was 17 and someone showed me this. I told my brother-in-law, I go, is this one of those triangle things? He goes, Tim, don't be stupid. I go, what do you mean? He goes, this is called networking. I go, what is networking? He goes, the opposite of your life. Your life is called not working. This is called networking. He goes, this is how people become successful, is building a network. And he goes, this is a way to make a substantial amount of income. So when I fell in love with this concept when I was 17 years old, and I just realized it was a way for me to make leverage income, to build a distribution team and get paid an override, right? So if everybody went out there and got 1,000 bonus points per month, that in this example would be about 33,000 a month. Now, if you had a 33,000 a month residual income coming in month after month after month, how would that help you? Now, let's just say that you failed 90% of that. You're still making 3,300 a month, right? If you made 3,300 a month with or without working, would you take that check, right? Obviously, you know. And then when you double your success, say you taught everybody how to get 2,000 in volume, you'd be making 66,000. So what's important is not 33,000 or 66,000. What's important is what percentage of that number would you like to make to a nasty 4-letter word called work? It takes work. But I love it. I love sharing Riman with people. I love talking to people about Riman because people right now have got their hands up all throughout the world saying, hey, I need a chance. I need a change. And when you can provide a chance and a change for them to be able to become successful, you know you have basically the winning lottery numbers, okay? So when you get started, I'm going to share with you guys some exciting things that are happening right now, okay? These are the starter sets that you can get. Now, these are only available, right, for new planners, right, that get started in the first 30 days, okay? So basically, majority of people get the advanced kit because it comes with an advanced kit or business kit. Business kit's actually the most popular one. When I got started, I got 4 business kits. Why? Because I wanted to become a senior manager day one, right? So I became a senior manager day one and I needed the products, right? Because I knew that I was going to be talking to a lot of people. Now, but the majority of people will at least get the advanced kit. The basic kit's not very popular because you don't unlock your unilevel with the basic kit. Okay, so if you get started with the advanced kit or the business kit, okay, you automatically unlock your unilevel for this month. Now you still got to get, guess what? You still got to get your 10 lifetime customers, but that literally is something that can be done very quickly, right? It's basically an account that your customers open up. So when I got started, I opened up my lifetime customers. I called my sister, called my brother, right? Call my wife's family and just said, hey, do me a favor. I just got started in this company. Open up a free account, put your name, your email, and it's a free account. Just do me a favor and open this up. And then if you ever decide to buy products from me, it's a free account, no monthly, no yearly, no fees at all. But if I get this account, I'm going to get a promotion, right? So I got my 10 lifetime customers right out the gates. And what happened was you unlock that unilevel when you do that, right? So obviously this is only available for new planners whenever they get started in the first 30 days. Now, right now there's a promotion. You can get these products faster in the UK if you order them as a customer. So the person that invited you here will help you do that, okay? So let me walk you through this real quickly, okay? This is exciting. Right now is the month to get started in Riman because if you hit in United Kingdom right now, okay, if you hit team leader, right, in one of the first 50 people, you get to go to Jeju Island, right? This is huge. You get to go to the resort. You get to see the 150,000 square foot smart farm. You get to see everything, right? So everybody wants to go to Riman Village, the resort that we've built in Riman, a village for UK. It's available, Jeju Island. In America, instead of team leader, it's 12 times harder for us to get to go to Jeju Island and go to Riman Village. For you guys, it's super easy. So you want to get started now and get on a game plan to become team leader this month. Okay, we'll show you how to do that. There's still way enough time left. Okay. Also, this is exciting. There's a pre-launch promotion right now in UK that anybody that gets a starter kit, if you can get it you can get it for customers. And what happens is, as a result of that, if you get your customers, if you get your products through a customer, right, account, then you can get them faster. It comes about a week faster. So that's very important to make sure that you understand that. That's only available this month, and make sure everybody that gets started properly. This leadership promotion right now that we have is going on December. I told you about it. 25,000 reasons to get started right now. 25,000 reasons to get your friends in right now. You hit team leader within 3 months, okay? You're going to earn a $2,500 bonus. Director in 6 months, $5,000 bonus. Senior director in 9 months, $7,500 bonus. And if you hit national director in 12 months, you're going to get a $10,000 bonus. So basically, if you get started today and you become a team leader by February, you're going to earn an extra $2,500 bonus. So don't just take advantage of this. If you're new, you're like, cool, I'm in on this, right? And if you're not new, let's say you joined in November, October, or whatever, you want to make sure you get as many people in on this so you can help them earn these bonuses, and it'll automatically push you up to the next rank. Okay. But if you're brand new in December, get your buddies started and get them to earn the bonuses so you can automatically get the bonuses, right? We'll teach you how to do that. Okay. So the biggest thing right now that you want to be asking yourself is, if not this, then what, right? Because we have something called Leadership Match, where as you start to grow and develop leaders that are team leader and higher, we pay up to an 85% matching bonus on the incomes that are generated from the differential and the unilevel pay. We'll talk to you guys about that in our comp plan training. But today, what I wanted to do is just give you enough information for you to be able to make really an educated decision. If Riman can help change you and your family's financial future, right? I know for most people in the UK, like for me, I'm the same way. Like money doesn't really motivate me. Money's kind of motivating for only people that don't have it. It's kind of like oxygen, right? If you have oxygen, you're not like, oh man, I love this oxygen. But if you're underwater, sometimes oxygen can be pretty motivating, right? So what I like to do is help people become financially free so they can focus in on the things that they want to do, right? Let's just face it, right? I was making, linear income trading hours for dollars. I knew it was going to be impossible for me to be able to get to where I wanted to go financially. But when you make leverage income, you can build that residual income. And that's what I fell in love with doing, is building residual incomes, working really hard, helping a lot of people become successful. And then once I stopped working, I still get paid for all that work that I did to help everybody else win. That's the most exciting thing. And that's what I want to invite you today to take advantage of, is earning that leverage income. For some of you, it's completely new. Maybe some of you have seen something like this before. I'm telling you, there has never been anything like this. Okay. Having products like this, that's the most important thing. Most people are out there promoting a product that is just like, what? It looks like it's from Walmart, right? And it's like, and I don't know if you guys have Walmart out there, probably not, but we have like Walmart's like where all the cheap stuff is in America. In most companies, products look like they're straight off the trails of Walmart, right? In America, people want nice quality products. And in Europe, it's even higher than that, right? You guys want the best stuff. And that's what I would share with you guys, is the fact that the products that we've got, I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. And that's how we create residual income, right? If you have a phenomenal product and you got to build a customer base outside of the distribution channel, that's what we've got, right? Is you can build a long-term customer base, we'll teach you how to franchise your efforts, build a distribution channel, and make a substantial amount of income in a short period of time. And I can tell you guys, that's the most exciting thing, right? When you're working with people that know exactly how to do it. If you know how to get from point A to point B and you can show other people how to do it, like that's the magic, right? So what I want to encourage you to do today is get back to your buddy that invited you here. They'll send you their link and you just boom, sign up, you're in. And then they'll walk you through how to get one of the starter sets, and you get a starter set. I would encourage you to get, like if I got started today, I would get myself, if I was in the UK, I would sign up as a planner. And I would sign my wife up as a customer. You see what I'm saying? So I get the product 7 days faster, and get one of those starter sets through her, because the products come faster for customers than they do for planners. It's just because of the laws of the UK, okay? Because you guys have different laws. So I want the products now so I can start promoting. And here's the magic. There's also some promotions going on in UK throughout the month. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Never been a better time to take advantage of a moment in time than we got right now. I just really recommend not to let this moment in time slip through your fingertips. Right. I'm telling you right now that when I was shown this business, it was by a friend of mine, Danny Bay. And Danny, I've known him for 25 years. And I met him when he was 19 years old. He was selling, he was not selling, but he was working at Starbucks making coffee at the New York Hotel. And I was living in Vegas at the time. And my wife and I were living out there, and we were close to him. So we were like, let's show this guy how to make this thing happen. So we taught him and showed him how to become wealthy in this industry. And he made an absolute fortune. And then guess what? He called me about 3 years ago, and just said, hey, man, I'm about to start this project, dude. It's going to be big. It's going to be the biggest thing I've ever done. Okay. It's going to be in an industry that you know a lot about, skincare. I'm going to send you some products. Just try it. Right. And that's how I found Riman. I tried the products, went to football practice. My linebacker coach was like, bro, your skin looks good. And I was like creeped out. I'm like, who says that, dude? I didn't even know. I was like, wow, I'm getting chills right now. This guy just freaked me out. Sounding like, I don't know if you guys know what Hannibal Lecter is, but that dude was like, it was a creepy, like, your skin looks good, bro. Now, then my daughter's like, Dad, did you get Botox? And I'm like, what? No. Why the heck would I get Botox, dude? Like, I'm not trying to look good. I'm just trying to get my wife to kiss me with the lights on, right? And then sure enough, I'm like, this stuff is, my wife goes, call him. And that's how I found out about Riman. And I sat on it for a while. And he just was really honest with me. He says, Tim, when you pull the trigger on this thing, we're not ready for it yet, right? The company would not be ready for you to bring the people that you're going to bring. And then whenever they made some enhancements and some things that were ready for me, we launched in December and the thing just took off like a rocket ship. And the reason being is because if you can change people's faces and show them how to change finances by showing before and after pictures, it's a slam dunk. So I would encourage you today to not miss this. Okay. We'll show you step by step how to do it. We have a training system like none other. You know, for you guys are all part of our team. We have Facebook pages where we lock you into, like can show you how to log into and become a part of a community. And we have trainings on there, recordings of stuff that we're doing in the US. You can jump in there, get the coaching, get the mentoring, get the training, all the insights of everything that we're doing as an organization. And we'll show you how to replicate the results that we've been able to replicate in a very short period of time. So want to make sure that I invite everybody to get started tonight. We'll show you, number one, get started with at least 1,000 point set or higher so you can unlock your unilevel, right? If you got started earlier and didn't get that 1,000 point set, make sure you get at least the upgrade, you get 1,000 point set minimum, and then get your 10 lifetime customers so you can unlock your unilevel right away. And obviously, for me, I got the 1,500 times 4 because I want to be a senior manager. Get started wherever you feel confident or comfortable, but we're going to show you how to make this thing step by step all the way to the top. So with that being said, God bless you guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys back next Wednesday. We got a very exciting call. Same time, same place. Let's do it. Make it happen, everybody. Thank you, Kristie. You did an amazing job. Let's go, everybody.